Hey guys, this is Hawk. Welcome back to the channel and to another View Rising video that I was actually asked to make in my castle tour video. I was already sort of in the process of making a bit of a video just because it's kind of a helpful little tutorial, a little tip and trick that our team kind of created. And actually, I take no credit for this. So you can see kind of my clan members on the left side of the screen. This process was actually created by Ausicav, so all credit to this goes to him. What I was asked to do was I was asked to tour this castle that we have built in just north of Silverlight Hills, or in Silverlight Hills, just north of Brighthaven. So you can see that we are located here. It is on the far west of the map. It is in one of the most complicated areas on the map. So you can see like we're south of the Sacred Silver Mine. We're north of Brighthaven, where we get loot like gold and jewelry, imperial threads, schematics, those kinds of things. And I was asked if we could take a tour of this castle, and my comment was that it's not actually a castle, and that will make more sense. So let's take a look at what this is right here. So if we go in this door, you will see that our initial wall, all that is a very narrow passageway that's got some storage chests here. The only other thing in this area is some sawmills that were originally used to set up the base. And then once you go in here, you can see we've got a teleportation portal and we've got a castle heart over here. And that is all just leading to this area where there is prison cells. So one of the things that you will know about if you're playing this, creating prisoners is that you have to cast what is called Dominating Presence. It's this ability on the wheel. As a matter of fact, let's zoom back out. This one right here. And the only time that you can actually cast Dominating Presence is if your NPC that you're trying to imprison is, I believe the specifics are below 50% health. And then what you need to do after the person is below 50% health and you have quote-unquote charmed it. As a matter of fact, here, let's take a look at this. So if I go into Dominating Presence and we go to this prison cell, we can charm this person, and you can see now they will follow me around. So if I go out here, kind of teleports to me, and they will follow me around. And this is how you, in fact, lead your NPCs back to your base location in order for them to become prisoners, for you to tap their blood, or for them to become your servants, to be able to go out and collect resources. So this base, its entire purpose was that it was set up because we didn't want to try to have to take all of our prisoners from Silverlight Hills, and this is my base location, and you can see the other base locations are even further away. I'm literally the closest one to this base, and these are high-level NPCs that you get here in Brighthaven. We did not want to have to walk them the entire way down to my base or anybody else's base when they were at half health or lower, because even though they will not be targeted by other NPCs in the game, they do take splash damage. So when you're running around and you get the archers that cast the flaming arrows, your person that you have charmed that is following you, they can in fact light on fire and they can start losing health. And it's a very quick and easy way to lose a prisoner. So basically all we've done, and it's near morning time, hopefully we can do a really quick demo of this here before it becomes morning. But basically what we've done, you can see we're literally walk out here and we are on the road. And this is a great time to cast Blood Hunger. If you have this is an ability you gain from Tristan the Vampire Hunter if you've beaten him. It shows you without you having to hover over the different characters. It shows you what their blood level is. So that is an easy way for you to tell if it's a character that you would like to have. Let's get rid of this guy. All right, so if we head in here, we can see 22%, 27%, 23%. And basically what my team does is we walk in here and we look for high-level NPCs that we would like to recruit to either become servants or prisoners. And this is how we collect it's literally how we collect our prisoners. There's some guards up here. Let's get rid of those. Okay. And it is... at this location, this is something that's probably replicable at a lot of other locations. We are very high level in the game right now, so I don't know that I would recommend doing this in Brighthaven by yourself at an early kind of stage in the game. But like, so for instance, here's someone that is 51%. If we decided we wanted to take this 51% character along, basically what we would do is we would try to charm her. Okay, and now she will follow us. But like I said, you can see her health level is down very, very low. So let's take her, and this Brighthaven has some back alleys here, which makes this super nice, where you don't encounter any sort of guards that are going to attack you. Let's go get her outside the wall here, especially if you've killed those guards that guard the temple there. But there's a hole in the wall, and if we walk right outside, there's very few people that patrol this road, and if they patrol, they go this way. I've never seen anybody going on this section of the road. So, good timing because the sun is rising, and we're going to start sizzling here in a moment and start taking damage from the sun. But we would just bring this lady in here and put her in any one of the large number of prison cells. And now what we would do is, somewhere around here, I do believe we have some, but we would feed her rats. Because they are able to be teleported. This is the one of the healing foods that is able to be teleported in the game. You cannot teleport any of the fish. And as a matter of fact, this one only gives, reduces the prisoner's misery anyway, so it's not even helpful. These two will restore some health, but they cannot be teleported. So we teleport rats up here, and we increase the prisoner's health, and then you can see these prisoners, they are now full health. So if I decided I wanted to take this person home, I could now grab them and we could tote them all the way to my castle. I'm going to go put them back in though, because I'm not planning on doing that today. And this is also a great place, by the way, for those that may be unaware. If you go in through and you kill the guards, and the other people that are in the village, and it's always a good idea. Again, kudos to Ausicav for figuring this out. But it is always a good idea to kill the actual villagers, because you might go in one day and you might see like a 27% worker right inside the wall, and if you do not get rid of that worker for them to be respawned into a different worker, you may get the same 27% worker in the next time, the next evening when you run through. So it is a good idea to just make sure that you dispatch of everyone. Unfortunately, the poor prisoner or the poor villagers who go running around screaming vampire and they have a family, I promise that if you get rid of them, they will be replaced by somebody else that says the exact same thing. So don't feel too bad about it. Anyways, but this is a great place. As we mentioned, this is also a great place for you to get items like golden jewelry, imperial thread. You will find more healing potions and empty glass bottles than you'll know what to do with. And the healing potions, of course, are great because as you're fighting your way through the guards, you might need some of those. We found lots of schematics, which we no longer need, lots of scrolls. Here's some actual schematics like the books. What do they call these things? Yeah, it's actually a book. I mean, whetstones, reinforced planks. There's a lot of great stuff up here, but you might not be of the level where you can handle this area. So there is always the possibility of setting this same type of thing up. There are different towns around. So if you need somebody, and of course, this will give you NPCs that are good for farming Silverlight Hills. If you wanted to have somebody that was good at farming the Dunley farmlands, maybe you want to do that around the Dunley Monastery or the Dawnbreak Village. Those would be okay places to try to get higher level NPCs. Yeah. So anyways, that's kind of what this is. Like I said, somebody had asked me if they could take a tour of this castle, and I just had to explain to them that this is unfortunately not a castle, because all it is a prison camp. And the other thing, by the way, that you will get tons and tons of, you will get tons and tons of blood essence, which is able to be teleported. Those and hearts, like tainted hearts, unsullied hearts, exquisite hearts, all of those kinds of things. You will be able to get those, and those you can in fact teleport with. You can teleport with potions, you can teleport with blood essence, you can teleport with different water-filled resources. Basically, unless you can see the description that says, you can see right underneath the word sunflower, it says cannot be teleported. If it does not say that, you should be able to fast travel with it, and that's how we kind of take extra time, in between farming prisoners, and we come back and we can throw a bunch of different blood essences. We can put them in our blood press to start creating greater blood essences, and then put those greater blood essences in here to start crafting the primal blood essence. And you can see I've got 37 primal blood essences now. I don't even know what I'm ever going to do with that many of them. Plus, I've got tons of hearts if we needed to actually continue crafting blood essence, so that because of the fact that we're running low or anything. I don't need these sunflowers. We've got so many of them. But anyways, so that was kind of the tour of the Silverlight Hills base. So hopefully that was helpful for those of you that were curious about that location. And maybe for those of you that are just kind of looking for a great way to farm prisoners, that will help you out in something that you can kind of throw together. It's fairly it's not resource intensive, because all he threw up in order for us to be able to do that was a castle heart, a teleportation portal, which, oh, by the way, you get that. Let's see here. Okay, here is Tristan the Vampire Hunter. He is the one that gives you the blood hunger. The other one that you're looking for the teleportation portal is Pelora the Feywalker. She's the one that gives you the ability to craft the teleportation portals. They are not easy bosses, so make sure that you go prepared, that you're properly geared, that you're properly equipped with weapons. Maybe take a couple people. I will tell you, if you're going to fight Tristan, make sure you take some of the fire resistance brews along with you. He sets the world on fire. So anyways, but make sure you try to test this out in your own game, see how it goes for you. Maybe you can set up your own prison camp. You're given 2 castle hearts. Make sure you try to use them to the best, in the best way possible, to help you with your playthrough. And hopefully this has helped you, and I will catch you guys in the next one.